manifesting in difficult situations and how do you stay positive? My name is Michelle Tanner with Soulful BFF, and welcome to my 30 Days of Podcasting series. We all have days and situations that bring us down. And do you know what I mean? Like vibe at a low, when you're happy and you're feeling good and you're vibing up here all the time. And when you're feeling bad and low, you're just down here all the time. You're in the dumps. How do you stay positive and manifest when you're feeling low all the time? To be honest with you, it really just boils down to your thoughts. I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but that is really the number one first thing you have to do. However, even when you have control of your thoughts, there are times when the negativity can get to you. So, how do you stay positive? There are a couple things that you can do. One thing that I would highly recommend is starting a daily gratitude practice. I had difficulty finding anything in my life to be grateful for a year and a half ago. There was just nothing that I could see. I was a poor, broke loser living paycheck to paycheck, never had any money, being sued by a company that I could no longer afford to pay their loan on, unhappy at my job, just feeling shitty all the time. And a friend of mine said, you should try a daily gratitude practice. And I was like, I've tried that before. I can't come up with anything. If so, I come up with like one, maybe two things. And she said, who cares? Focus on the one or two positive things. And so July 26th, 2023, I started a gratitude list. Every night I sit down and I say, I'm so happy and grateful for these things, and I list them out. Since then, I've changed it to appreciation list because appreciation is slightly higher on the vibrational scale than gratitude. So now I say, today I appreciate. And I just look at my day and write out everything that I'm grateful for. And one thing that I'm grateful for 3 to 4 days a week is I get to drive my son to school. So that's always on those days, that's like the number one thing is I'm so happy that I get to drive Weston to school. Maybe you met with a friend that day. Maybe something good happened to you. Maybe you found money. Maybe you got surprise money from someone. Maybe there's always something to be grateful for. And if you can't find anything, are you grateful for running water, hot showers, a comfortable bed? There's always something that you can appreciate throughout the day. And as you start making a list of all the things that you appreciate, it's going to grow. Your list is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Some days my list is huge. I have 10, 15 things I'm grateful for. On days that I struggle, sometimes it's hard to come up with 5. But the important thing is that I am practicing gratitude every day. When you surround yourself with positive people and positive songs and positive podcasts and positive books, automatically you are just going to be more positive. Visualization is also a great practice. How do you want your life to look and feel? And just close your eyes and tap into that third eye there and just actually picture it. How are you going to feel when you wake up in the morning, when your life is, where you would want it to be every day? How is that going to make you feel? What are you going to do on a daily basis? How are you going to feel when you go to bed at night? Visualization is huge when it comes to staying positive. And focus on those things that you can control. Sometimes there's things in our life that we can't control. For instance, I was planning on flying out this morning to go visit my sister. I work for the airline, so I can fly for free. The only problem is I can only fly if there's a seat available. And the flight was booked full this morning. Instead of getting upset, I still tried to get on the flight, but when I didn't make it, instead of getting upset, I'm like, okay, what are my other options? Well, I could go tonight. I looked, nope, that flight is full as well. And I was talking to a coworker and they were like, hey, you can fly out of this airport or this airport direct to your destination. And so then I looked and I was like, sweet, there's 16 seats available on the flight at 2:30. It'll get me in right around 5 o'clock. So I let my sister know, hey, I'm going to be flying in at 5 now instead of 1:30. Focus on the things that you can control. Don't focus on the things that you can't control. Another thing you can do is seek support. I would love to help you look for the positive in any situation. You can send me an email. If you want my phone number, let me know. I will send it to you, and you can text me if you are struggling finding the positive in whatever situation. I have friends that do that for me. Like I'm the one that's normally positive, but every once in a while something will happen that will kind of bring me down a little bit. I'll text a friend of mine, more like getting it off my chest, but she comes back at me with, well, don't focus on that. What is positive in this situation? And I'm like, you're right. Even though I find it annoying sometimes, but I really don't. I appreciate it. And I love the fact that my friends are there for me the way that I'm there for them. There's a really good musician. His name is Abel Hart, and he tunes his songs to different frequencies. So if you're trying to manifest happiness, he has a song tuned to the frequency of happiness. If you're trying to manifest money, he has a song tuned to the frequency of money. And listening to his songs, I mean, you can't help yourself but feel happy and want to sing and dance along with him. You don't have to accept reality. You get to create your own reality. When I was accepting my reality a year and a half ago, I was sad and depressed all the time. No, manifesting is about being delusional. What do you want your life to look and feel like? Start visualizing that, because when you see yourself the way that you really want to be living, your reality is going to line up with that. It has no choice but to do that. First and foremost, though, we have to get control of your negative thoughts so that you can allow yourself to be delusional and happy. It's all about looking for the positive in every situation, because there is positive in every situation. There really is. And I'm not a huge one for affirmations, because I feel like a year and a half ago, when I was vibing so low all the time, I am happy, I am rich, I'm wealthy, that really wasn't doing a lot for me. But there is scientific evidence that affirmations are very helpful. So you can definitely try them. I would recommend not telling yourself, I'm so happy, when, you're not really happy, but picturing yourself as happy, how you want to feel. And then when you can close your eyes and see yourself happy, then it becomes easier to tell yourself how happy you are, if that makes sense. Keep in mind, though, that it really boils down to taking control of your own thoughts. So just practice that. And once you're able to do that, it took me 2 months of consistently, intentionally catching the negative thoughts and redirecting them to positive. Once you do that, you literally won't be sad or angry or upset anymore, because you have control of your own thoughts. I heard that the because we all have these negative thoughts, okay? It's called the committee in your head. We are our own worst judges and our own worst critics. And all you have to do is tell that committee to shut the fuck up, because that's not you anymore, and you focus on the new you. Another way I've heard that described is that's the only devil that there is our own negative thoughts. And man, I really feel like that is true. Like, that is your own thoughts are what try to take you off your path. When you have this path laid out for you, when you have this vision, and then you start doubting yourself and judging yourself, that is the devil. And you just have to shut that damn devil up. You get to create your own reality. It's so easy once you have control of your thoughts. So those are the things that you can do when you are trying to manifest in difficult times. And I promise you, once you take control of your own thoughts, your whole world is going to change. And you are worthy and deserving. I love you like a friend.